over a six-pack. Heavy metal over a six-pack.
Give me a beer.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Meow. Welcome. We're doing that podcast thing, Heavy Metal over a six-pack.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for listening.
Ta-da.
Today, we're going to drink beer first.
Yep.
I'm excited.
It's time to grab another beer and then talk about it. This is the Heavy Metal Over a Six-Pack Beer Review.
And now it's time for the happiest sound in the world.
I hope this isn't frozen. It feels very cold.
It didn't explode, so that's usually a good sign.
That it's frozen or that I rigged them
No. Like, usually, like, when you,
listening pleasure.
usually if it explodes, that means it's, like, frozen. Like, have you ever gotten, like, a road soda out of, like, a convenience store and, like, that was, like, partially frozen and blows up in your car? Now everything smells like alcohol when it's not supposed to smell like alcohol at all.
Can't say I have.
No, I definitely can't say I have.
All right, so I'm on an island here. I understand. That's fine. That's fine, boys. That's fine. We're all. I'm the only degenerate in the room.
Yeah, okay, boys. Okay.
For your
Yeah, okay,
information,
boys.
I drink responsibly.
Yeah, like it says on every container ever.
The-
That's
You
totally
talk about the
lie.
Surgeon General. The Surgeon
I have
General's warning.
not.
No, that's the pregnant one. That doesn't count to us.
The pregnant Surgeon General.
Hmm.
The pregnant general.
Hey, Anthony, tell us what we got.
We have a beer.
Ah.
Sweet. Let's drink it.
When I went down to New Hampshire, I
Technically
was...
Down.
Whatever. Up, down.
When I went sidewards to China.
I was in the market for a new beer to kind of try for myself personally, not necessarily just for this podcast. So technically, I have already had this. It's a disclaimer, but I wanted to share it with the gentleman here and
Blasphemy.
anyone else. And the gentleman at the liquor store actually recommended the 603 Brewery, and it is a summertime session ale. And in this beer, you will taste bright citrus notes with a refreshingly crisp finish. 4.5%. And that's all this can tell you.
Sweet deal.
Gentlemen.
Cheers. It's been a while since we had one that's been crushable.
It's light. I don't normally like sessions, as
I
this
love
is a session,
sessions.
but I think this one is light enough, and it's definitely a summertime one, I feel. But I enjoy it.
It's very nice. It's like enough citrusy to be interesting, but not overbearing.
But it's got some flavor to it. It's not like boring. It's not like that
It's
kind of...
smooth throughout.
It's not like stale, like, no offense to the Bud Light, but you know what I mean?
Oh no, full offense to the Bud Light.
But no, I mean, seriously though, like, I mean, Bud Light obviously is something you can just drink and, you know, shit everywhere, but, like, at least this has some flavor to it.
At least you can shit everywhere with flavor with this beer.
Exactly.
No, I like it. It is light. It's smooth. It does have that session flavor that a lot of people don't like.
Yep.
But I actually really do like. It's like I don't know. I kind of prefer sessions to most IPAs because they're usually fruity and easier to drink.
Usually like lighter than said IPA.
Yeah. Then said IPA.
I got you. I got
But-
you.
It does. It just kind of. It's light at first, and then it's flavorful, and then it's smooth. It has a smooth finish. There's no bite. You don't feel like you're getting punched in the throat. You don't get a whole bunch of malty grossness aftertaste on your tongue. It's good.
No, it's a sweet drink. I'd go 4 or 5 on that one.
4 or 5?
Maybe 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 5.
Well, in that case, I'm going to keep 4 or 5.
How dare you?
I'm gonna go 5-5.
Oh,
Ooh.
you went 5 anyway.
I'll leave in you guys out. Don't worry.
Damn.
Well, good choice, man. Good choice.
Summertime.
Summertime.
I feel like we have these like waves where it's just all gross.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's nice to just break away. At least so you know what you're dipping into and it's not so bad. Like,
It's like we need to reassure ourselves that we are actually sane people and there is good beer in the world.
Yeah, right.
this is a palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser, yes. Don't know why we had to pick on
We're
poor
gonna-
Bud Light back there, but
We're gonna have to like categorize all the different beers. You know, like hey,
Gross
this is like
1, gross 2.
this is beers we probably think we're gonna like. These are beers we know we're definitely not gonna like, but we're gonna try them
I
anyway.
like the cannoli one.
We don't talk
As
about
soon as
that,
I smelled it, I was like, nope.
I was gonna say we have recorded history of everything we've tried.
right?
Technically, yes.
What was the one that you said?
If you go to our webpage and
Oh,
beers
it was a long hoppy summer that tasted like the way a puzzle smells, according to
Probably.
Anthony.
I remember. Well, okay, you missed out on our barrel aged stout that we had last week.
Oh,
The
was
other week.
Ugh.
So
Yeah,
it was rough.
I'm so sorry I missed out.
So it's like that weird spicy Yahoo thing. It's just Yoo-hoo, whatever.
Spicy Yahoo.
Yoo-hoo. My apologies. Yoo-hoo. Get my chocolatey drink correct.
Alrighty, nice job.
Heavy metal headlines.
Let's do it.
In the world of stuff, are you guys willing or would like to or in the market to sell? Well, no, to buy something for $14,000?
Oh, is this where me and Mark have to go head to head and guess what it is? And what we
Technically, he knows part of it.
would... Oh.
But I already said it. I mean, if you want to give it a shot, look, it's, you know what? I'm going to give you the same hint I gave him. Technically, it's Kurt Cobain related. For $14,000.
Better not be a chunk of carpet.
Who's carpet? Oh.
Moving on.
Oh,
Kurt Cobain.
love that. Huh?
Is it a... I feel like one of Kurt Cobain's guitars would sell for way more than $14,000. Right?
You would think,
Uh-oh.
but apparently, in comparison to like said item, you would need to spend like probably $500,000 to get a Kurt Cobain guitar.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I won't play spoiler any further. I'll let Anthony do his story.
Want me to go with it?
Yeah, go for it.
So, the bidding for this opened on May 6th, and the locks, which were snipped from Cobain's head by a friend when he was touring Bleach in the UK in 1989, have now been sold for exactly $14,145.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Yep.
I like what you did there.
See? Yeah. So if like that's your thing, if you like
Does hair like deteriorate?
I don't
No.
think so.
So it just like stays forever. Like
Yeah, people think it keeps growing after you die, and it doesn't. Your
No.
your skin just falls off, so it looks longer because your follicles go so deep.
Yeah.
it's good to know.
In case you wanted
Any other
some,
dead people
some necro
stuff
info.
you need to know? Yeah.
That's funny. I have like blonde hair, but if I get like a haircut, like my hair falls to the floor and it turns like almost like a really dark black color, like the soul like just got cut off from it. It's kind of weird.
I'm just not sure how to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like I wonder.
Are
I
you a
wonder.
witch?
I-
I don't think so. But it would explain a lot of the occurrences in my life.
It would answer a lot of questions.
Not that I'm aware of. I have to say anything's possible.
Can you imagine you're doing a world tour and one of your bum ass friends just comes up behind you with a pair of scissors and fucking cuts a piece of your hair?
That's what we got to do. Whenever we get people out, we better start fucking taking hair.
You better start,
Because then we get shit like this.
I'm gonna
big
start
money.
taking random shit. I'm like, give me your shoe.
Well, you remember like the old school like jackasses? They would just walk around with like the clippers.
Yeah.
Like, there's hair
Meow.
everywhere
Yeah.
of like all like random people.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's paying for Johnny Knoxville's hair though.
No, not even Johnny Knox.
Well, I don't know. Like you bring this shit to auction, man. Like people will buy anything apparently.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, this was technically sold on the Iconic Auctions House.
That's why I started selling my bathwater.
Same. It's true.
People
That's
are
a
so
whole different
gross.
thing.
Oh,
And it's probably the same amount of money.
why do people do these things?
Because they're gross.
Humans are fucking weird,
Aren't they?
man.
So, you guys want to talk about Vince Neil next?
Oh, I just made a horrible reference. I
So,
was like, wow, 2 singers that have
Vince
passed away.
Neil has played his first concert since the pandemic, and it did not go well.
It didn't?
No, this is actually, this is literally the title. And mind you, so he performed his first solo gig. Wasn't even like Motley Crue.
Couldn't even get carried.
So,
Ruh-roh.
so they played Motley Crue songs. Let's see. Open with "Looks That Kill," then "Dr. Feelgood," and though Vince's vocals on "Dr. Feelgood" didn't sync to "Rock in Rio" 2015 lows, the performance wasn't among the Crew singer's strongest. Now they also covered the Beatles' "Helter Skelter," which then he just kind of like forgot the words.
Huh.
So he was like struggling to keep up with the rest of the band.
Oh no.
Oh, we get to listen to it? Perfect.
Uh-oh.
I figured I'd put it on in the background
Yeah,
for,
let's
for
get it live.
ourselves.
Live
Right.
action review.
Nope.
It sounds like he is.
Yeah. So, even better. He was reading the lyrics that his roadies taped on the floor while Vince left for a well-needed break. So even better.
A well-needed break? What
Well,
does that mean?
yeah,
Is
he's
he
like
doing cardio?
73 years old.
Yeah.
That's not true. I don't. So I guess 14 songs into the solo set, he gave up while singing "Girls, Girls, Girls." His voice completely shot. He walked off stage mid-song, saying, "Hey guys, I'm sorry, you guys. It's been a long time playing. My fucking voice is gone. We love you all, and hope to see you next time, man. Thank you." And then the rest of the band just continued to perform without him.
What?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, listen to the background singers versus him. Like, they're like clean, crisp.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
Just can't do it, man.
I don't think he's... Alright, I don't know Vince Neil. And he made it.
Supposedly he's been doing cardio and supposed to be better than like that old performance and
But
stuff.
is he doing vocal exercises? Because he's still singing the same way. And like...
like cardio has nothing to do with your vocal
No, not at
range.
all.
So like
And so, like, it has everything to do with your warm-up and your cool-down after a show. Like, if your voice is gone in a show, like, you're pushing too hard, you know? Like, everybody has that song in their range. They're like, all right, this song's, like, top of my range, you know? But, like, that means you don't play that song every night of your show. Like, you save it, you know?
right,
Like,
no, exactly.
But it's like, it just sounds... And this is totally outside looking in. I know nothing about Vince Neil other than the horrible video I saw in 2015 and this now. But it just sounds like he's not using any kind of technique. It sounds like his lyrics have always kind of been forced. So if he's...
And we've talked about it a little bit. Like Vince has never been like a good singer. Like,
Right.
and I mean, but it's the rest of the band. Like the application of the song. Like the songs are good, and he does fine with it. But like, he's never been. Yeah, he's done.
everybody else is still going.
Yeah. He
Backup
just-
vocals and everything. Is like, yeah, we'll
That
just.
is so awkward. That is a nightmare for the promoter that put that on.
But like,
Why wouldn't like one of the backup guys just like take over and be like, don't worry, I got this.
Yeah, and if this is a recurring issue, I don't understand why he doesn't have like a background singer, like even somebody with a secondary microphone behind him to carry him or something off stage.
and-
like
but then that leads to the question: like, when do you stop?
now.
I'd say maybe
No,
it's just the
really,
fact that he's
though.
like 73 years old. It's like,
But
dude,
that's not even the thing. I went to see Def Leppard
Yep.
3 years ago,
Yep.
and the thing is he can't hit the high notes, but he knows that. So when he goes to the certain parts, he just changes it a little bit,
Yep.
which is fine.
yeah, tone it down.
Like I get it. Like don't make it bad. Just
Vo-
make it good in
vocals
the
do it
way
all the
that
time.
works for you.
Right.
Like it's just how it works. You know what I mean?
I think yeah, I don't know. I mean really when you say like, you know, how at what point do you pack it in? It's like, well, what is he trying to gain from this?
Right.
Cuz if he's trying to do a comeback tour, I think he's a couple decades late, first of all.
He's supposed to be touring with a crew in 22.
Yeah, with
With
Poison,
Def Leppard.
with Def Leppard and Poison.
Which was supposed to happen last year, and that got rescheduled to like 22. So he's supposed to still go out
I
with
mean,
Motley
and
Crue.
to
It's like
follow up with the oldness thing, I mean, I saw
The oldness.
with Def Leppard, I saw REO Speedwagon. And I mean, I know he passed away a few years ago, but he was up there. He had the white hair, sounded exactly like they do on the albums and stuff.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? So I mean, it's not even an age thing. I just don't think he's kept up and taken
Exactly.
care of his voice,
Exactly.
and that's a big thing.
Your voice,
Like anything,
any vocal coach would tell you that your voice is a muscle just like anything else.
if you don't use it enough, it gets weak.
If you're not gonna sing every single day of your life, stop singing.
Right. I mean,
Like
you
that's
have
literally
to,
what
you gotta,
vocal coaches tell people all the time. Like, hey, if you're not gonna sing and do these techniques every day, stop,
Right.
because you're not gonna get
Just-
better.
exactly.
You're just gonna decline. So, I mean, look, we've heard the stories, we've seen all the we've seen the dirt and all these things that kind of reenact all these things that they were doing. They're living off of alcohol and cocaine every single night, constant parties. And back then, they didn't have, I mean, obviously audio quality was there, but like live performances and stuff, like it wasn't the same. Like I feel like you could get away with a lot more because there was a lot more showmanship stuff.
Sure.
And it was a lot more things that hadn't been done yet. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we got technical as we got older, and I just feel like they missed that wave. He missed that wave. He never got the techniques down, and so he's already starting kind of behind the eight ball, and then everything else getting thrown at him the way it has over the years. I just think it's kind of
I just think it's one of those things, man. You gotta know when to hang it up.
yeah, or at least know your
Fortunately.
limitations, and maybe
Exactly.
not even hang it up, but just like, hey, I'm gonna do one song a year, or one performance or something.
promoters need to stop paying him.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's tough.
In my opinion.
It's always tough seeing like vocalists decline, but that's why it's so important to stay on your craft. Like you literally have to maintain your vocal cords. You have to make sure you're not. And if you're pushing your voice too much, you get those nodes or anything like that. If you have to get vocal surgery, like you're numbering your days. So, I just think that there's a lot of bad habits that kind of formed early on in those days that he could get away with when he was younger, and I just don't think it's there anymore.
I agree. Moving on to other lead singers and new singers. We're all aware of the band Bad Wolves, and that Tommy Vex is no longer in there.
Yeah, which is
They are officially welcoming celebrated singer-songwriter Daniel D.L. Laskowicz as a new lead singer following Mr. Tommy Vex from his departure, which we've discussed before. So, and I did the research on this because, like, I know Tommy Vex's vocal range from the songs. I mean, he has a very good vocal range. He has the screams. I mean, he can sing very well. And so I kind of went into who this guy was. He was the ex-lead singer of the Acacia Strain.
Guitarist. He was a guitarist for Acacia
He
Strain.
was a guitarist.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I thought he was a
2011,
singer.
2013, he was
Okay.
a guitarist for Acacia Strain.
Ah, okay. Which, I mean,
I'm trying to think, that really huge guy?
no. He looks like Triple H, though.
Okay.
Tell me he doesn't look like Triple H.
Because Acacia Strain was like that was like a comic book on stage. You had this really big, massive dude, like this little twig of guitar, and this tiniest little guy you've ever seen in your life with this big ass long bass.
It was pretty funny looking.
it kind of looks more like Big Show
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
with the shaved head. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I've read comments and stuff. I tried to look it up. So people say he has a good voice, but I have nothing I can't find anything to.
No
to-
reference.
According to this, he's carved out an impressive career for himself over the last 15 plus years, most notably as the founding member and lead guitarist for metalcore band The Acacia Strain. He was a member since 2001 to 2013, a talented songwriter and producer. He's also worked on projects with All the Remains, Legion, For the Fallen Dreams, and collaborated with Bad Wolves on their 2019 studio album, Nation, where evidently, obviously, the band was from. They are working on their third album, which is called Dear Monsters. And of course, they say that it's the best Bad Wolves album to date.
Aren't they all?
Which, if we've learned anything from that statement,
It's
I want a band to come out one day and be like, "This is the worst piece of shit we've ever written, but we're gonna release it
Well,
because like
I
you
mean-
guys will buy it."
no, but I'll bring it up again. Chevelle had that whole thing like, hey man, we had trouble writing this, so we think it's gonna be our last ones. I mean, if you guys like it, we might do more. And they've top #1 on charts, like 3 songs on the entire album.
'Cause
It's
they
like,
were-
oh okay.
because they were real. You know, they're straight up about it. Like,
Uh-huh.
just, man,
It's like, haha, you have to make more
you
music.
have to make another one.
damn it.
So that will be interesting. I mean, I'm a curious, koala, so I mean, I'll definitely check it out. But like anything, it's gonna be really awkward for him to sing "Remember When," given the fact that it was literally about Tommy Vex's brother, and he wrote that whole thing about that.
That's
So
that's always what I think is weird about writing music with people when bandmates split is like, well, this song kind of doesn't mean this anymore. Like, you're kind of asking the band to do a lot to play that song again. I don't know.
it'll be interesting.
I haven't really been following that story too much, but part of that post too is that they said like, we're like disheartened to know what Tommy said about our separation or whatever, and like it's not. It's like they're still going back and forth with like the he said she said stuff.
Well, that's like anything.
Yeah.
And I think Tommy just went on tour, like on his solo stuff, with some people, and like when the mask mandate was up and stuff, and I guess it went very well from what I understand.
He's been a part of the music scene for so
He's
long.
gone through like 9 bands.
Yeah.
Well, I was
crazy.
actually gonna say, I think Tommy Vex is very talented, but I don't think he's like his voice isn't uncreatable.
No,
Like,
I get that.
Like, cause he had like the stint like with one album with Divine Heresy, which is probably like my first experience with like anything Tommy Vex related. I've found that band because of Dino Cavalier,
yeah, it's the same guitars.
and like he was replaced after like an album or two, or he replaced some. I honestly forget the order,
Yeah.
but it's like it's not uncreatable.
No, it's interesting. It's just more or less where the lead singer's coming from. It's just
Yeah,
I
I did definitely would not have seen that coming. Like Acacia Strain, Bad Wolves. I don't that doesn't line up for me. Acacia.
I even like listen to like some of the newer stuff to see if there's any clean vocals, but there's not. It's still all I'm pissed and here's my giant bass. Like
Must be a local guy then. They're from Springfield.
Yeah.
Sneaky famous.
Before I get into my last article, I want to bring up something that I found, and it's more of a personal thing, but I mean, I found it kind of interesting. Talking about lead singers and where they end up. So, I brought up my band, The Confession, right? I know Marcus listened to them. So, Taylor Holland Armstrong, the lead singer, is, probably one of my top vocalists. I think he's just got a range of everything. He's got the side project with which he's done with the Sons of the Damned, and then they disappeared. And I keep an eye out to make sure there's no new stuff coming out.
Right.
And I actually found him on Instagram. Come to find out, he created a hairdresser studio called Holland Style. So that's what he does professionally. He does
Hair.
It's just weird. Like, I wasn't expecting it. Because originally I found that he's been working on a new project called Chains, and they released a new song, Parasite, which I was like, it's like heavy as shit. And I was like, okay, cool, new stuff. But then like going in more into it, it's like, oh, and he has like the styling thing, and like he's like really popular with it. I'm just like, huh. Interesting. I guess where you find your feet, that's fine. I guess. To each his own. I'm not yucking on the
Yeah,
young,
no,
but
it's just
like
surprising.
it's just unexpected.
It's
on my
not
part.
typical.
Right.
You know.
That's all I have for that. That's my sidecar confession.
The Ice Nine Kills dude has like
He's got a clothing company.
a
doesn't he?
clothing company.
Yeah.
Fashion,
I feel like
very fashionable.
musicians kind of always realize that like the musicianship world ebbs and flows financially, so
Oh, yeah.
they always kind of venture out into different things. Like I think of like Maynard with his vineyards, and like how Chester Bennington was
Maynard?
he had-
Maynard.
whatever, I'm still gonna say it. Yeah.
Nerds.
Chester with his
Nerd
like
dog.
tattoo companies and stuff, and like I feel like they all kind of like try to branch out into different things to have some kind of residual income.
Well, I'm wondering if it's more almost like it's almost like a fallback, in theory, because we all know the music industry is never just straightforward. It's always it's like anything else. I mean, it's a bad example, but think of it as like a serving job, because you never know what the day's gonna be like. You may make a shit ton of money today. You may not make money for a whole week. You don't know. So, and I guess it's good to have that fallback.
You can also use it because, like, you got to assume, like, when you become, like, a famous musician, it's like, well, now you have, like, a little bit of a following and, like, an influence. You can do this, like, a little startup, and, like, you're going to get, like, that little extra kick versus somebody being, like, off the side of the street and, like, being like, I'm not buying your wine, bro. You suck.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, would you
Fuck
rather
you,
try
Bledsoe.
I mean, if you're in the store, well, yeah, his wine, too.
$148 a bottle, I think it was.
Is it?
That doesn't surprise me.
Douche.
But and it's just one of those things. You put a name on something, like anything. I mean, look, what is it, Coach? A Coach bag is absurd amounts of money, but it does the same thing as any other bag. So it's all in the name, man. Like, and it's just interesting. All right, Marcus. Moving on to your favorite band in the world.
My favorite band in the world. I love my favorite
We've
bands
discussed
in the world.
Gojira, but they are crowned the band of the decade in the
that.
new issue of Metal Hammer.
Band of the decade.
So they revealed how they made the most important metal album ever.
I promise I'm not going to rant about this today.
They're on the cover.
I swear.
They're
I
on
swear.
the cover. The new album Fortitude is one of the most vital releases of 2021. See if I can go before Marcus says something. Yeah.
I really don't understand it. That's all. That's all I'm going to say about that. That album that I reviewed, there's that song that like literally sounds like they recorded it on an iPod, like iPhone. It's like I just don't get it. I know it's like a freaking like cult following kind of thing, but it's like, what are we doing? Dave, you listen to Gojira? I bet you're a big Gojira guy.
Yeah, I'm definitely not. Every time someone says Gojira, I automatically think of the 2000s Godzilla film. And
Gojira, that's what it's
yeah,
from.
I know, but every time it's like I just picture when everyone says it, I just picture that guy in the back of the taxi cab raining Gojira. Gojira.
You're not wrong.
And I kind of get a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, any Gojira fans out there, your people have made evidently the most important metal album,
Why is there only 2 dudes on the cover?
because that's all it is.
Oh, really?
I don't know that. I made that up.
Oh, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, look at you guys go.
Maybe they're the founding members. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they are. Okay, there was 4 of them.
Is it for
Ultimately.
them?
Ugly mofos too. Not good looking people.
Oh, they are French, so
No,
no offense.
that says a lot.
French people have been known for good looks. To be completely honest with you, they're good fries though. So that's
The natural sweater in the winter is always helpful too.
And bread, baguettes. Oh,
And also, my dog is barking, so that's also pretty cool.
wine. Maybe Bledsoe could sell his wine to French people. Maybe that's what he's been doing this whole time. That's how he made his money. He cornered the market.
All right, I think we got a main event topic today.
Heavy opinions.
Under the influence. Oh man, I drank way too much.
Today we're going to do some research and some discussion. A little more than, I mean, we've brought it up before and stuff, but I would like to go in a little bit because of a situation that has occurred with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I will go into a quick summary of kind of what it is. And the foundation itself was established in 1983 by Emmett Artigun. Probably said wrong, but that's fine. He assembled a team, quote unquote, that includes Rolling Stone publisher John S. Wiener, definitely Wenner, but I'm going to go with Wiener. Record executive Seymour Steen and Bob Krasnow and Noreen Woods, and attorneys Alan Grubman and Susan Evans. keep all this in mind. So essentially, when it was formed, it didn't actually have a home until, it considered different cities, blah, 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 blah. But I guess Cleveland lobbied for the museum, quote unquote, $65 million for the construction, and citing that WJW disc jockey Alan Freed both coined the term rock and roll and heavily promoted the new genre. So
Does make sense because Cleveland rocks.
it's sure
How come that show's not on any streaming platform, by the way?
Because it sucked.
because
Dude, there's a
Because
couple
it's
episodes
garbage?
that I thought were awesome.
Actually, I didn't mind the Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
But we digress.
yeah, no, it's fine. But essentially, essentially that's kind of how it sort of came to be. Obviously, Cleveland being the that. So
That.
the first, the groundbreaking ceremony took place on June 7, 1993. Pete Townsend, Chuck Berry, Billy Joel, Sam Phillips, Ruth Brown, Sam Moore, and Sam and Dave. Of Sam and Dave, Carl Gardner and the Coasters, and Dave Pioneer of Soul Asylum all appeared at the groundbreaking. Soul Asylum. How fucking random is that? That's the one, at the time, whatever, modern band. So,
Is that like all your weight? No, I'm sorry, I'm stupid.
What?
Ignore that completely.
did you just have a stroke?
I did.
What?
No, please,
Does
just
the CIS, did the CIS push your button by accident?
for the love of God, can we just keep going?
We're gonna move on. Yeah. Okay, Mark. Okay.
So, since 1986, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has selected new inductees. The formal induction ceremony has been held in New York City 26 times, twice in Los Angeles, and 5 times in the Hall of Fame's home of Cleveland.
That's your problem.
And as
right
of
there.
2018, the induction ceremonies alternate each year between New York and Cleveland. Like
Yeah.
PAX. Anyway, so the 2019-2012 induction weeks were made possible by public-private partnership between the City of Cleveland and State of Ohio, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and local foundation, corporation, civic organization, individuals. So essentially, they invested $5.8 million in 2009 and $7.9 million in 2012 to produce a week of events, including free concerts, a gospel celebration, exhibition openings, free administration to the museum, and the induction ceremonies at Public Hall. So that's fun. So essentially, let's see, what did I read? I apologize. I'm making this. So it did start essentially with quote-unquote songs that shaped rock and roll in the museum. Which, I mean, it's 500 according to this, and then they added 160, and a small list of artists that have 4 or more songs in this category: the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Elvis Presley, the Beach Boys, Chuck Berry, Bob Dylan, Led Zeppelin, Bruce Springsteen, Stevie Wonder, David Bowie, James Brown, Ray Charles, the Drifters, Aretha Franklin, Jimi Hendrix, Robert Johnson, the Kinks, Bob Marley, the Miracles, Prince, Muddy Waters, and the Who, and U2. So this is all the start of said Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Thanks for that.
So, for performers, the nominating committee composed of rock and roll historians selects names for the quote-unquote performers category: singer, vocal groups, bands, and instrumentals of all kinds, which are then voted on roughly by 500 experts across the world. Quote-unquote is very quote-unquote-y. Those selected to vote include academics, journalists, producers, and others that with music industry experience.
Roadies. And groupies.
So we may or may not know, I think we brought it before, but the artists must, they become eligible for induction 25 years after the release of their first record, essentially is the base. Criteria includes the influence and significance of the artist's contribution to the development and perpetuation of rock and roll. Keep that in mind. Block approval voting is used. with those nominees who received the most votes being inducted, subject to a minimum of 50% approval. Around 5 to 7 performers are inducted each year. So then they started adding a few things where 6 additional groups were inducted as performers by a special committee due to the controversial exclusion when their lead singer was inducted, I guess. So now the band and the lead singer are now separated. So that's fun. So there's a lot more to this that evidently is the thing. So these are the 3. Is it this one?
There'd always been conversations about why groups weren't included when the lead singers were inducted. Very honestly, nobody could really answer that question. It was so long ago. We decided we'd sit down as an organization and look at that.
That's the result.
Might be something worth looking into.
So,
This is where prima donnas come from.
it's true. Now, this is where the criticism comes into play. And the most frequent criticism of said Hall of Fame is that the nomination process is controlled by a few individuals who are not themselves musicians, such as the founder, James Winner, and Susan Evans, and writer David Marsh, reflecting their personal tastes rather than public opinion as a whole. A former member of the nominations board once commented that, quote, at one point, Susan Evans laminated the choices being made because there weren't enough big names that would sell tickets to the dinner. That was quickly remedied by dropping one of the doo-wop groups, being considered in favor of a name artist. I saw how certain pioneering artists from the 50s and early 60s were shunned because they needed to be more name power on the list, resulting in 70 superstars getting in before the people made it possible for them. So it was more essentially people at the time as opposed to people who should have been in from beforehand. Which we'll get into essentially with some of the articles I've pulled out of the world. I lost where I was. Yeah, so let's see. Rosa Tharpe is often considered the godmother / grandmother of rock and roll, but was not chosen for induction until 2017. Velvet Underground drummer Maureen Tucker has dismissed the Hall of Fame as the Hall of Lame, despite it being inducted a couple years prior to the remark. So we brought up our sort of thoughts on whatnot, and
Yeah, we regularly make fun of the Hall.
yeah. So there was also criticism on the opacity in the selection process. With fame and money at stake, it's no surprise that a lot of backstage lobbying goes on. While any particular act is chosen in any particular year is a mystery to performers as well as outsiders. And the committee members say they wanted to keep it that way. So even being a performer and being on the list and or chopping block, you really have no idea how you get in. Like, there's no, like, I mean, it tells you, like, the influence and stuff, but in theory, there's really no... It's interesting. John Landau, the chairman of the nominating committee, confirms they prefer it that way, quote unquote. We've done a good job of keeping the proceedings non-transparent. It all dies in the room.
Oh, good.
Yep. According to Fox News, because they're like super reputable.
It's like, why would you do this? That's none of your business.
Exactly. Fox News petitions with tens of thousands of signatures were also being ignored. And some groups that were signed with certain labels or companies or were affiliated with various committee members have ever been put up for nomination with no discussion at all. So that's cool. And they've also been has also been accused of largely ignoring certain genres.
No.
Rock.
Well, according to author Brett Milano, entire genres get passed over, particularly progressive rock, 60s top 40, New Orleans funk, and a whole lot of black music. It's probably run by a bunch of white dudes.
No.
Guarantee.
Not at all.
No, not
Have you
at all.
seen some of the names on the list? These people are pioneers.
Another criticism is that too many artists are inducted. In 15 years, 97 different artists were inducted. A minimum of 50% of the vote is needed to be inducted. Although the final percentages are not announced and a certain number of inductees is set before ballots are shipped. The committee usually nominates a small number of artists, 12 seems to be the kind of max, from an increasing number of different genres. Several voters, including Joel Selvin, himself a former member of the nominating committee, did not submit their ballots in 2007 because they did not feel that any of the candidates were truly worthy.
I actually enjoy stuff like that because it's like
Yeah.
it should be like a hall of like greatness, not a hall of good. Happens in sports all the time.
Right?
Well, the football hall of good.
Well, if it makes you feel better, British punk rock band the Sex Pistols, inducted in 2006, refused to attend the ceremony, calling the museum a piss stain and a urine in wine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They just went up in my book.
So obviously there's no what's the word I'm looking for, criteria where like let's say okay you get this many votes, that if you're like one of the nominators, like it's like say it's like any given year you get 10 votes, you can just vote whoever the hell you feel like as many times as you want, like just put them all up
To
there.
win, someone needs to get at least 50% of the votes.
But
Sure.
we don't
That's how that
know
works.
what 50% is.
Exactly.
Right.
And
Because it's kept in a room.
I'm gonna let you finish your thought here, but I'm ready to go ham.
I like ham.
I do enjoy him.
Ham's nice if it's made correctly.
I like to slap it.
Um,
Then it got weird. There it is.
there it is.
Weird.
Let's see. I mean, there's a lot of these, and I'm gonna roll with this before Dave gets into it. I'm gonna throw in this and go into my article. Now, in 2018, Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden criticized the Hall of Fame by calling it an utter and complete load of bollocks. And for British people, that's
That's
bad.
worse than the F word.
Run by a bunch of sanctimonious, bloody Americans who wouldn't know rock and roll if it hit them in the face. Dickinson also expressed an overall distaste for the Hall of Fame entity, arguing that, quote-unquote, if you put music in a museum, then it's dead. Iron Maiden has technically been eligible since 2004, and which will bring me to this year, the article from Hammer. Iron Maiden failed to make the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So,
Strange that.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame excludes Iron Maiden, and the 4 that are set for induction are Foo Fighters, the Go-Go's, and Tina Turner.
That was 3.
Yeah, my math is... I went to culinary school, not math school. You're right. Oh, I'm sorry, and Jay-Z. That's the one I missed.
Oh my god.
Well, Foo Fighters make money. Lots and lots of money.
Yeah, so technically this would be the first time they've been nominated. Even though they should have been they were eligible 16 years ago. 17 years ago, sorry. And they lost out to Tina Turner, Foo Fighters, Jay-Z, the Go-Go's, Carole King, and Todd Rundgren as well. 16 acts this year were nominated. The others that didn't make the cut include Rage Against the Machine, New York Dolls, Kate Bush, Fela Kuti, Devo, not that Devo, or Devo, I guess, and Dionne Warwick and LL Cool J are the ones. And evidently, the rock and roll, I definitely lost what I was looking for. Here we go. So this is the article that came after that. The Rock and Roll of Hall of Fame boss defends the Iron Maiden snub. There's no, quote unquote, there's no doubt they are an influential band, says Hall of Fame President Greg Harris, as Gene Simmons described Iron Maiden's exclusion as disgusting. So, speaking on U.S. radio, Greg Harris said, "There's no doubt that they are impactful influential band, and that's why they were nominated this year along with 15 other artists and acts. So we're not questioning, are they an important band? They're not questioning those three things. Obviously, like we said, they weren't the only metal bands to lose out that year. But according to Harris, over 80% of artists who were nominated are eventually inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's me reading.
80%?
Uh-huh. And he quoted, everybody has their favorites. Everybody has different artists that impacted them or impacted other artists, he said. So if you look at this list, you can make that case for all these folks, just like people that make that case for Iron Maiden. He also responded to the suggestion that the organization should rename itself the Music Hall of Fame, which we've discussed as well.
Yes.
Which would make a lot more fucking sense. Given that obviously they induct artists from other genres, which Jay-Z's in there, so hello, Cool J's in there.
Whitney Houston.
You know what I mean? Like it's, and like I understand the influential thing, but it's not the rock. You know what I mean? Like and it's kind of one of those gray area things, and I understand that. And this is what he said. I hope you're ready for this. I think people need to expand their thinking of rock and roll. It's a big tent. Rock and roll was never just four skinny guys with long hair and guitars. It's always been diverse. We take that interpretation that there are all variants of rock and roll, and I think underneath it, it frequently gets to the hip-hop question because some people are not fans. Well, the fact of the matter is that ship has sailed. We've included quite a few artists in that canon. It's a big tent, and everybody fits under it. It's an attitude, it's the spirit, and that's rock and roll.
But
And the floor is you, gentlemen. That's what I have to start this.
I completely agree that like the whole like just music Hall of Fame. That's the first and
That would
foremost,
be
because then then like you'll at least shut the metalheads up like at least a little bit. Say okay, you're in the Music Hall of Fame. Okay, that's great. It's almost like if they had like a heavy metal Hall of Fame and Jay-Z was up for that. Because like he had like one track that was like hard EDM or some bullshit.
That would be like if Michael Jordan was in the
NFL Hall of Fame.
or the MLB because he played it doesn't mean he was fucking good at it.
Right. Same with Tim Tebow, right?
You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things.
Was
like
it Barry Sanders too, right? Didn't he play both?
Bernie Sanders? I don't think he played. But and it's a weird, and to change it, I think that would be a better understanding. But it's just going, as we discussed before, that criteria that is just kind of, it's an invisible bar that you're trying to get over, and you don't know where that bar
it's
is.
completely political. Unfortunately, the word is political. Like there's a bunch of people in a boardroom that get together, say who's going to sell this out for us,
And that's a big thing too.
who's going to get us the most views, who's going to get us the most retweets or whatever,
Clicks.
and like we'll start from there. And it's like,
It's just like picking the halftime show.
so that's when you have things that are like weird, like Black Sabbath is in the Hall of Fame, but not Ozzy Osbourne individually. The guy literally invented heavy metal.
It's very weird. It doesn't make any sense a lot of the time. I've noticed that a lot of them get inducted after most of them are dead. That seems to be a big thing as well.
Well, unfortunately, it's 25 years after their first album, so just like law of averages,
Yeah.
half of them are gone anyway.
Right.
But unfortunately,
I mean, Beastie Boys went in a few years ago, but they lost Run DMC afterward. No, not Run DMC. Yeah, isn't it DMC? Or MC,
so in order to
MCM
make the
or
Hall of
whatever?
Fame, like not only did you have to have like a storied career, but you have to probably like at the time of the inductees, something has to be going on in your world that's drawing attention to yourself that they want to capitalize on.
Correct.
So yeah, they lost DJ. It's like okay, they got something going on. They got buzz. We can put them in right now. Rage Against the Machine. Well, they haven't played in years. Like they're not controversial anymore. Which I honestly don't believe they should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't think they're the greatest of anything personally. But
And that's the thing too, the 25 years thing. It's like, how relevant can you stay a lot of the time?
it's
25 years ago, 1996.
1996. 25 years ago, Eminem released his first album.
Yeah.
Where's the nomination?
Yeah, it's just
Well,
25
he's
years-
controversial and probably pissed off a lot of people in the music.
So,
in
but
the music
Jay-Z
world.
isn't, and Whitney Houston isn't,
Well,
and LL Cool J, like there's all.
Well,
these-
Jay-Z's got people that can take care of your people.
But see, so I want to divert away from any kind of rant possible, but
What'll be interesting is
do it
like in,
great.
in 2035, like how are these nominations going to start going? Like with like the artists from like 2010 and beyond,
oh,
like
And
Lady Gaga and fucking
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry.
Right. So this is
T
the thing,
Swift.
man. You got all these people that are doing all these closed door meetings, right? We don't know what goes on. We don't know what the criteria is. We don't know who's a part of it. According to their list, it's who? Producers and other people
well,
who
the
have-
owner.
dude. If you know anything about and I'm just man, I'm gonna try to be as positive as possible. There's a lot of shisty people in the music scene. And they're all chasing accolades. All of the shisty people that you meet in the music scene are chasing titles, right? So if you're a producer, wouldn't you want to be the guy that makes more money on the back end and be like, hey, I'm a producer and I'm part of this group. I produced this album. I want them to push it to the Hall of Fame. That way, more people will do more business with me and I can grow my own brand. Like this is shaping up to be, like you said, you know, we're not going to touch on the topic, but this is very, very political. This is ignoring the popular vote. This is
Well, it's what I say political. Like I don't mean like Democrat, Republican. I
Right.
mean like there's a group of people that make all your decisions for you.
exactly.
And what you have to
Technically,
do is you have to
behind
sway.
closed doors.
You have to sway said decision makers.
When we do our best, whatever band of certain genre, it's exactly what they do. We are 3 people in a room.
Yes, but we give out the criteria as to why, and we discuss it publicly.
Sure, and
Because
they
I like
don't
this
do.
song better than that one.
right.
And so there's so much of it that yes is interpretive, but
We
if-
did it because we thought Loudwire's article was stupid.
That too.
It used
That
to be.
too.
It used to be record sales.
We
right?
started our own Hall of Fame because we thought the Hall of Fame was stupid.
Well, I mean, that's basically what you need to do. At this point, you need to be like, hey, look, this is the criteria. Whoever meets the criteria, they make it to the Music Hall of Fame. If these people aren't going to do it, then get somebody who is, because this is just pissing people off from every genre. That's all it's doing. And you might perpetuate your little leverage, but for forever, what? Since 86 was their inception, so you're talking over almost 40 years. Almost 40 years of them doing this, of them cornering the market and cornering whatever they want to from this and leveraging whatever they want to, because they can do these backdoor, closed door meetings. Like, there's an issue here that the people that are supposed to be respecting the people in the hall don't know what the criteria is for respect for those people. So all you're getting is question marks on the back. Like, that's not good for business and longevity. Like, you need to clarify these things at least for what the criteria are.
But the thing is, like they've actually just told you, is like they don't care.
Right.
They're like, well, we don't understand how you come up with this process, and they're like, that's okay. We're fine with that.
So
It's like, oh,
I'd be interested to see what would happen if anybody else tried to create a hall.
So
And how much pushback they
so
would get
there's
from
there-
these people.
So there's also, according to this is the wiki, so take it with a grain of salt, I guess. There's 3 other kinds of awards that are given out as well. There's an early influences award. Usually includes artists from earlier eras, primarily country, folk, jazz, and blues, whose music inspired and influenced rock and roll artists. Which that's fine. Like, that's obviously should be a thing. A lot of blues, that's where a lot of the stuff comes from. And then you have the Emmett Erdogan Award for Lifetime Achievement, which is formerly known as the Non-Performers Award. This category encompasses those who primarily work behind the scenes in the music industry, including record labels, songwriters, record producers, disc jockeys, concert promoters, and music journalists. The category has at least one inductee every year, except 2007-2009, following the death of the Hall of Fame's co-founder, which is where it comes after. So they have that, and they have a third award, which is the Award for Musical Excellence, which is formerly the Sideman Award, or Sidemen Award. This category was introduced in 2000 and honors veteran session and concert players who were selected by a committee composed primarily of producers. The category was dormant from 2004 to 2007. Weird. and reactivated in 2008. The honor was renamed the Award for Musical Excellence 2010. According to Joel Persimmon, the president of it, this award gives us flexibility to dive into some things and recognize some people who might not ordinarily get recognized. Which I never see anything about those people anyways. Usually it's just your main inductees and that's it.
So it's an interesting point though, like, because the other way you can kind of look at this is like, so there's a circuit of like, you know, award shows that are out there. So like, what's more important to you? Is it more important to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, or is it more important to get a Grammy, as an example, like kind of a thing?
But maybe they should use that format, because you look at the Grammys, they do it in categories. Why can't the Hall of Fame be in categories?
Correct.
Best rock band, best metal band,
Because they don't care what you think.
best, I don't know, nostalgic.
Ska.
Right. You know what I mean?
Best ska. I wonder who would win that category. Best ska band.
To be fair though, the only people that
To be fair.
To be fair.
the only people that really get butthurt about the whole Rock and Roll Hall of Fame people are the hardcore rock and metal people. Like, they're the only ones that are really getting butthurt. Like, a rap fan doesn't care if their artist gets in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They're not like, ooh.
Right, no.
But it does make sense. It's like, make it a genre, and like, maybe it should be criteria. Like, was your record like top 40? Was your record top this? Or did you go platinum? Did you go multi-platinum?
Did you
Like,
have competition that year?
And it's the weird thing too, because if you look at like the nominees, they're from all different eras. They don't even keep it generally in the same era. You know what I mean? So obviously someone like Tina Turner is going to have way more quote unquote plays than someone of Foo Fighters, because they've been around 23 years longer. You know what I mean? So obviously that's a weird thing to throw in there.
It's just a bummer because it's pretty much a room of people that are going to pretty much do everything that's in their best interest, and they don't really care about the criticism. They're like, well, we've done it this way since the beginning of time, and we're fine. We're fine.
Well, back then you only had 11 bands.
Right?
So it was a lot easier.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know. It's still a joke. That's why we do a Hall of Fame. In the Packy Awards. We do Packy Awards.
We do every year.
We gotta start sending Packy awards to people. Congratulations.
We need a sponsor to send Packy Awards to people.
You get a beer.
Fucking
You get a beer.
You get a beer. You get a beer.
And you get a
You get out of my house.
beer. You leave.
You gots to go. Oh, Hall of Fame. You give us so many reasons to make fun of you.
Very interesting. It's very, very interesting.
I do appreciate the fact that like some of the larger artists though
Appreciate.
are like, yeah, I could really care less about the Hall of Fame, or they get inducted. It's like, I'm not going there. Can you imagine the Sex Pistols? Like, that can't be their crowd.
No. At all.
Like, especially now, like they're all probably like run down. And
I wonder who got the talking to when the Sex Pistols went off. Like who in the next board meeting was like shunned. Like, Terry, how could you? You made us
Right.
look so foolish. You're fired.
well, now did they get inducted officially, or did they just get nominated? I forget. So,
Don't pay attention enough.
I'm not sure, honestly, on that one.
trying to find it real quick, but it doesn't matter. But even still, it's like, that's fine. If you don't agree with it, if they're going to give you an award, then don't go. That's fine. It's like,
And anyone who says rock and roll is a mentality, that good grief, man. I could go on a rant with just about that. Like,
wait, hold on. Definition of rock and roll. I want to see if it says mentality. Okay, rock and roll. Noun. A type of popular dance music originating in the 1950s, characterized by a heavy beat and simple melodies. Rock and roll is an amalgam of black rhythm and blues and white country music, usually based on a 12-bar structure and instrumentation of guitar, bass, and drums.
are there any country singers in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Oh God, there has to be.
They must be.
Well, like of notoriety. Like is George Strait? He hasn't even made an album since like the '60s. I don't know.
Now, in this definition, I did not see anything about mentality, but I did notice the inclusion of instrumentation like guitar, bass, and drums. I also appreciate the heavy beat and simple melodies dig right there. That's pretty good. That's pretty funny.
We can go around telling bands that they're rock and roll now.
Yo, rock and roll.
So, if a rap artist is considered having instrumentation of guitar, I mean, I understand the sampling thing. So, before we climb that anthill,
It makes me question also, right? Because, like, were some of these artists told, like, hey, the criteria for getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is just that you have to have at least one song like this. It doesn't have to be a good song. Like, look at Lil Wayne's entire rock album. That thing plummeted. That thing did not go well at all. But he's playing guitar, and he's, got, like, it's rock-sounding music. But it wasn't good rock-sounding music, but all of his other music is notorious, So is it like a little niche genre where, like, hey, yeah, like, we did everything pop-punk our whole career, and then release this one basement-sounding rock song on this album as a hidden track, and because of that, we met the criteria to go in? Right. Like, I just feel like it spits in the face of all the people that are actually trying to embody the rock and roll lifestyle throughout their careers, like...
It's a very gray area. Extremely gray area.
all right.
I have something to round out
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
We'll have some fun at the end here
Oh boy.
to pull us out of the sinkhole we've fallen in. So, this
I mean, I'm fine, but okay.
is... Someone might not be, though. This is 10 crazy facts about music in general.
Oh.
So, Leo Fender is known to us as the genius inventor of legendary electric guitars. Obviously, Stratocaster, Telecaster, Fender. I mean, that's the name. Obviously, they've been played by the most famous string heroes in the world. Fender itself has written music history with these axes. The ironic fact is that the guy who made it can't play the guitar.
Actually, it doesn't surprise me one bit.
At all.
He's an engineer, not a musician.
Yeah, like did like the electronics and measurements, figured out like
Yeah.
the chord scale of progression and like whatnot. Like did all of that, like tension this, and this. Like it was probably like some super smart ass that couldn't hold the tune to save his life. But he was like, "But I got my buddy George over here.
Exactly.
Here, George. Oh, I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah, careful.
That was terrible.
Careful.
Oh God.
Number 2. A jackhammer creates a volume level of 120 dB,
Decibels?
Decibels.
which is no problem for Man o' War. For an appearance at the Magic Circle Festival in 2008, the heavy metal, give or take, band developed extra special amplifiers that can blow a spectacular 139 into the audience ears. Also, the result, the official Guinness World Record.
Bleeding eardrums.
It's not really a band I would have listened to that loud, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Hey, guys, grab that microphone. Bring it over to the jackhammer.
I like me loud music, but not that skull piercing. Like when you walk out of the venue and you're going, ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Or when you go into the bathroom and you're in the woofer. Yeah, I get it.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Huh?
So, number 3, because we all love Barry Manilow.
I love them.
The song that he wrote, called I Write the Songs, is obviously one of his most famous songs par excellence. In 1976, he stormed the Billboard charts. 1977, he was awarded a Grammy for Song of the Year. The paradox? He didn't write that song.
Always
Of
mess with their
course.
minds. Always.
You gentlemen should like this one. So, according to a French study, loud music stimulates drinking.
No.
While a man needs an average of 15 minutes for a beer while listening to soft music, he needs just 12 minutes with loud music.
12 minutes? Mm-hmm. Good grief.
What am I supposed to do with the other 11 minutes?
I was going to say.
That's a lot. That's a lot of carrying around with an empty can.
I was like, you might get like 6 to 8 minutes out of me on a good day, on a slow day.
You're right. Number 5, the longest national anthem in the world comes from... Anybody?
Are we talking like United States national anthem or like
Anywhere in the world.
Sweden.
I have honestly no idea.
It's Grease. It has a whopping 158 verses.
What the
What?
fuck?
To make it through the whole thing demands true Southern serenity. And honestly, we're not entirely sure if anyone has made it to the end.
Has anyone
Do
even
they just,
listened to
do
it?
they just
So like
read-
when they first did the Olympics was like the first day like dedicated to like
Just for that?
the anthem, and it's like let's go.
That would be like us if we just read the whole Constitution.
Yeah.
Just kind of like,
Like-
well, just give me a couple
I
minutes.
feel like Julius Caesar just told some poor errand boy, like, hey,
Like, man, they created writing, they're gonna fucking use it.
yeah, like, hey, you need to write a poem about this
Take a
country.
note. Once in this great land.
It just keeps going. They have to swap them out because they keep
Now
dying.
before, let me predate this by saying I was born. It's like let's go. It's kind of like when they drag out like the freaking national anthem like the Super Bowl. It's like let's fucking
I hate
go.
that. When artists are like, I want to make it my own, I'm going to hold all the notes.
And you're
Like,
not even doing it live anymore.
There was
That's
that one girl who
completely
did it
recorded.
really bad at the basketball game. I forget who it was.
Fergie.
Was it
It was
Fergie? Yeah.
Fergie. Fergie was
And you can see
horrible.
the guys are like they're trying not to laugh. They're being as
You
like
suck.
professional as
Stacey
possible.
Ferguson. Thank you for that.
It's like, just
Grateful.
sing the song, man. Just fucking sing the
It was-
song.
I believe it was Christina. Was it Christina
Yeah,
Aguilera
she messed it up.
that
She-
messed it up? And
at
ever
the
since
Super
then, like
Bowl.
She
they
did the words wrong.
and ever since then, like they pre-recorded.
It's
Like,
like-
That was a
recorded.
Patriots Super Bowl,
I
wasn't
think so,
it?
yeah.
I mean, we
Well,
got half the
yeah.
odds to be in the last 20 years. So
But yeah, no.
so like
ever
whatever
since
artist that they pick, like one of their shows on tour, they'll actually record a live rendition of it. So like when they just randomly do like the anthem, it's like, oh, going to the
that's-
Super Bowl this year?
Well, that's like the halftime shows and stuff. A lot of it's pre-recorded
yeah,
because it was a huge thing when
sorry.
Red Hot Chili Peppers did it. It was like, oh my god, the amps aren't plugged in or the guitars aren't plugged in. Well, he's like, yeah, because we recorded prior to.
Whatever. You know, like the pop artists, like the Katy Perrys and the Britney Spears and whatnot, like the way that they whip themselves around like on stage, there's no effing way you're holding like a
Nah, I
clean
know.
tune like when you're doing any of that stuff. Like I'm sorry, I don't care what kind of shape you're in.
right.
Well, it's funny because I used to follow a guy. He was like a vocalist from Sweden, and he would kind of go into different videos and how, like, this is the song singing live, and this is it without the backing track, and it's so different. You know what I mean? It's interesting how much of it, change it is, and how
Christ,
much
some-
necessary.
Because I used to watch a lot on TV back in the day, like Britney Spears. I'd be like, it's like you can't possibly be telling me
That's
that.
like me trying to sing while I play drums. It's just, I can't do it. My voice box and arms are confused.
Ah,
Yeah, exactly.
Go!
I have to like stop and be like,
Just
"Ah."
like anything else, reality TV can't be trusted.
Anyway,
number
over here.
4.
Number 6,
Oh,
close
I
up.
was close.
With music, chronic pain can be reduced and depression can be alleviated.
Agreed.
Body and soul react. Even the heartbeat adapts somewhat to the rhythm of the music.
I don't know how I feel about the chronic pain part, but
Can relate.
That's true.
Can confirm.
Now that
Maybe
is
I'm
what
just-
I call heartfelt music.
oh, I see what you did there.
I didn't do it. That guy did it. The guy wrote this.
Gross.
Thanks, T-Blog. Number 7, Axl Rose is a quirky stage name because it's an anagram. Just put the letters in the right order, and the result is oral sex. The real name of the Guns N' Roses frontman is obviously William Bailey.
Very clever.
I never thought of that.
Yeah,
I figured Axl Rose because they're Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, I could.
And
I could,
Axl was the badassest name they could think of in the 80s.
I could unlearn that fact and be totally happy with my life.
And now he's just stupid.
And now he's dumb. So number 8, rock and roll meets wildlife. Termites love rock music. According to the Australian researchers, they eat wood twice as fast when they're exposed to heavy metal music.
I'm probably scared,
I don't know which way we're going, but get us out of here.
right?
So evidently the vibrations in the wood encourage them to nibble at high speeds. Try this with your lunch when you're in a hurry. Well, it's like the opposite of the shark thing. Remember when Kiss did the
Yeah.
concert for sharks? Like,
Yeah.
you know that all fish hate loud noises, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, if you bleed in the water, it'll probably attract them, but the noise is not something that attracts them. Any amphibian, they're like, what the fuck's that?
They're like
All-
going around like, I guess I'll move.
All we learned that a bunch of sharks hate Kiss.
that too.
I didn't know I was a shark. I'm just kidding.
So, fun fact, and even a weirder fun fact, because Tina Turner is in the inductee in the Hall of Fame. Music by Tina Turner is used in Gloucestershire. Probably I'm going to go with Gloucestershire. Sure. UK airport to scare birds away from the runway. The song of the soul icon are blasted, the songs, as a deterrent around the clock.
You think they have like somebody was in the air traffic control room and
Fucking
they're like,
hate Tina Turner.
like, what are we gonna do? And they're like, hey, just grab a CD and put it on the intercom and put it out there. Like, what do we have? My wife's car today, Tina Turner.
So, to follow along with this, and we brought up Metallica and the military and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the year is 1989. The dictatorial ruler of Panama, General Noriega, I'm sure that's wrong, takes refuge in the Message of the Vatican. For 2 days, the U.S. military bombarded him with 24 hours a day with the song AC/DC, Highway to Hell. And he surrendered. As the DFB Cup has proven in Frankfurt, this can also work with Helen Fisher, I guess.
To be fair, if I had to listen to that song on a loop too, I'd probably... And, I mean, most songs, to be fair, but like Highway to Hell by AC/DC over and over and over. It's like, all right, I give up.
Yeah, anything AC/DC over and over. You just get me halfway through. Like, hey, just take me, dude.
You win. Fine.
Like, it's not worth it to me.
At least play the next track. Get me off of the song.
He's gonna have like severe PTSD from that afterward.
Every time it comes on, he's like, oh.
Flipping through your radio station, dude just drives into a Jersey barrier to shut it off. Like, oh man.
Good job, Anthony.
Yeah.
You're the man, sir.
I have a fun fact too, but it's not music related. That's up to you if you want to hear it.
Well, on a cliffhanger like that, how can we say no?
Next week.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Let's really fuck with them. And then they just won't care. And it was from another podcast I was listening to when it came up, but I found interesting and to do with the brain and how it works. So evidently they have these goggles that turn everything upside down. There's a name for them, but you put them on and it turns everything completely up, inverted.
Oh,
So
upside downies.
Yes. So no, those are backwards brownies. That's different.
Oh,
So evidently this guy wore this for 3 months straight. Like the upside down goggles. 3 months straight. And evidently his eyes and his brain fixed it. And everything, he woke up one day and everything was back to normal. Like his brain was like, we gotta figure this shit out because something's wrong. And it literally just changed it back. So he could see perfectly straight. When he took the glasses off, everything was upside down again. Because his eyes were so adjusted to the other thing.
That's one of those things. It's like, what do you want to do with your life?
yeah, right.
So
I'm going to trick my brain.
I guess after a couple more months with them off, they finally reverted back to the way they were. The only issue is that now randomly, they'll just turn upside down.
Yeah.
So
it's
can
not-
you
they have-
fucking imagine us driving? Just whoosh, you're like, oh god.
Fuck.
You're just watching somebody's fucking eyes just fucking flip. Like, oh no. What's the remedy for that? Carrots.
What did you do with your life? I tricked my brain into thinking the world was upside down.
It's fucking
That guy
weird.
must have excellent migraines.
Must be horrible.
Perfect.
All right, Dave, take us home, bud.
Well, that's it for us tonight, kids. We are Heavy Metal Over Six Pack, the only place where you can find local, national, international rock, metal, and beer reviews. That's us talking about the Hall of Fame and a couple of heavy metal headlines. Tune into us next week and follow us on everything you have social media wise: the Tweeter, the Book of Faces, the Instagood, the SnapTube. I don't know, all that stuff. And we will catch you fine people next time.
Bye.
See ya.
Love you.
That is the end of this episode. Thank you for tuning in to another exciting episode of Heavy Metal Over a Six Pack podcast. Marcus, Dave, and Anthony signing off. Check out the podcast at hmoa6pack.podomatic.net. Email hmoa6pack@gmail.com. like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.